God, that's so great to hear. I was gonna ask, are we all still alive? Perfect. Let's keep it that way, please. Ang dami na nating narinig na stories today from really amazing people. Okay? My story today might be a little quieter and maybe a little funnier, but it's a little bit personal and at any age, may matututunan tayo. So, before I start, and sorry na agad, may I ask everybody to please stand up. Kung may gamit kayo, tabi niyo muna. Okay, thank you. Okay, please shake your hands. Okay, your legs. Okay, stretch a little bit. Okay, galaw tayo, galaw. Okay, yan. Good. Okay, once you've stretched, thank you so much. You may sit. I promise you that that will make sense later, why I asked you to do that. Okay? So, full disclosure lang din. Okay? I actually have a teleprompter because my brain and I are not in speaking terms. No, we're trying to renegotiate our working relationship since 2024. Okay? My name is Jing. I'm a recovering workaholic. I had the stroke in 2024 and I live to tell the tale. Now, obviously, as you look at me, I'm not really a poster child for perfect health, but I'm not here to preach, okay? I'm here because surviving a stroke or something like a stroke changed how I understood life. Surviving means life, my life, still has purpose. And today, that purpose is to be in front of you, to share a story, and offer another way of looking at being undone. Now, my story is something that could save a life. It could save your life or someone else's if you choose to share it. Okay? So this is a stroke of luck. Life lessons from a quarantine. Okay? Okay, but even if you're not a quarantine yet, this will matter to you too, right? Just very quickly, I want to clarify this. A stroke doesn't happen here in the heart. It actually happens in the brain. When blood flow is interrupted and your brain cells start dying. That's a stroke. Now, there are two types of stroke. The first one is ischemic. Okay? Ito yung may bumara, may blockage. Para lang siyang, parang maling pag-pronounce, but it's really spelled that way. May I talaga siya, ischemic. And the other one is hemorrhagic. Ito yung may pumutok, may nag-bleed. And that's the kind of stroke that I had. Now, undoing doesn't always come loudly. Hindi siya laging, with a bang. Undoing for me happened very quietly. It showed up during breakfast. So let me tell you how casually undoing happened to me. Actually, it was an ordinary morning. I was at a hotel. I was enjoying my breakfast buffet, eggs, kape, peas, right? And there was no urgency that day. There was nothing urgent. Pero habang kumakain ako, my right arm started to feel heavy. Right? Bigla siyang bumiga. Now, I was trying to get the spoon to my mouth, bring it up to my face. My head was saying yes, pero my arm was already saying no. Hindi na nagko-cooperate. So parang may mabigat na humihila pababa. So I checked my reflection, may parang mirror sa tabi ko. I smiled. Kasi ang unang naisip ko na stroke ba to? So I smiled, okay? Wala namang drooping. Pantay yung, at least sa paningin ko, pantay yung face ko, right? Walang drama. Okay? So I thought, okay, baka wala lang. Pero bakit may ganon, right? So I tried to use my phone. I was gonna call Dan Sana that time. So my fingers now wouldn't cooperate, right? So I switched hands, nilipat ko yung phone sa kabila, nalaglag yung phone ko. And that's when a waiter noticed. And then he came over to help me out. Now, there was nothing that hurt at that time. There was no pain. Pero I decided to ask for help. And guys, ladies and gentlemen, that decision is what saved my life. From there, everything happened quite quickly. Yung blood pressure ko mataas, yung blood sugar ko mataas. At the hospital, doctors did determine after an MRI, MRA scan that it was indeed a stroke. It actually happened on the left side of my brain and it affected the right side of my body. Specifically, yung fine motor skills ko, my handwriting, yung grip ko, yun. So, in the following days, I spent time in an acute stroke unit in the hospital. I was doing therapy, continuous monitoring yun. And then, towards the last day, before they discharged me, there was stroke education. And that's when it hit me. Meron palang stroke education. Meron palang ganon. Pero ang nangyayari kasi, hindi naman natin siya alam until na-stroke tayo or may kakilala tayo na na-stroke. So, my neurologist at that time, ito parang naging passion ko na siya. My neurologist explained that my stroke was actually caused by a sudden spike in blood pressure. Pero hindi naman ako hypertensive before that. So, what caused it? What actually triggered the stroke? So, obviously, and we all know this, right? Yung body ko did not get to that undoing in a day. Obviously, it took years of missteps that led to that day. Ito lang yung nakakatawa do. The actual stroke actually happened, and this is the funny part, right? It happened in the bathroom. Ayan. Unang iri ko, there was a 2-second headache that spread throughout my brain. Pero nawala. Nawala rin siya agad. Kaya parang, I just, I strained too much in the bathroom. Okay lang, sige, walang nangyari. I went on with my life. And yun na. Yun na pala yun. Yun na pala yun. So quietly, so suddenly, hindi ko inaasahan. Right? So, why am I still here, standing in front of you on the red dot? In hindsight, a lot of things happened well, or happened right to me that day. First, I recognized that something was wrong. Something was off, and I acknowledged it. Second, I asked for help, right? And lastly, I also received proper immediate care and got treated fast. So I was given a chance to undo and rebuild. Literally a do-over for me, which brings me to the life lessons. Okay, again, kahit di ka quarantine, this is also for you. So lesson number 1, bawal umiri. What do you guys think of pag narinig niyo yung salitang ire? Shout them out. Okay, yes. Ano ba? About childbirth. Sino yung naririnig natin nagsasabi nito? Diba? Doctors, yes. Kumadrona, midwives, yes. Kasi, to create life, we push. We strain, right? We have been taught very early on to create something worthwhile, we have to push, right? And then we've brought that thinking or applied that logic everywhere else. And kind of, yun yung problema, right? Kasi sa school, push hard. Sa office, push, go, right? We are taught to power through pain, right? Power through exhaustion, push, okay? While there's inherent value in powering through, overcoming obstacles, there's also wisdom in knowing when to stop, slow down, and to honor the right time. So I was that day years old when I learned you're not actually supposed to strain in the bathroom. Yung neurologist ko, sabi niya, if you have to strain, right, stop, get up, leave. Hindi pa yun yung tamang oras. Seriously? Doon mo lang nalaman, ganun pala yun. Like my entire life, there was no other way that I knew how that's done, right? And here's the kicker. Apparently, a surprising number of strokes happen in the bathrooms. Can you imagine that? Small space, sudden pressure spike. So, undoing lesson number 1, bawal umiri. Okay? Literally and figuratively. Not everything worth creating should be forced. Okay? Lesson 2, Passion needs a brake pedal. So I didn't get here obviously because I didn't care. In fact, it's the opposite. I got here because I cared too much, too much. We celebrate passion, right? Sa office or sa school, buzzword to. Minsan may mga posters pa tayo. Ay, pati sa gym, di ba? Ganun. Hustle, yeah. Grind, grit, yun. But undoing taught me this, right? Passion without pause can actually kill you. Not because passion is a bad thing. It's not. But because our body, it doesn't understand ambition. Our bodies only understand limitations. Okay? I ignored my body because not because I was weak. I ignored my body because I was strong. But that's what undoing taught me. That this is the truth that I learned from undoing. Is that capability isn't immunity. Right? I can love without actually dying in the process. So this is why awareness matters. Experts actually, doctors, right, will use the acronym FAST, F-A-S-T. What does that mean? Face, arms, speech, and time. Because time is brain, right? So take note, there is life after stroke, and people can actually survive a stroke, right? People can recover from a stroke, but only if we act in time. Hey, lesson number 3, move from disease to ease. Recovery, my recovery from stroke, it taught me something radical. Okay, healing isn't aggressive. It's gentle. It's not about intensity. It's actually about sustainability. So if something like this happens to us, what do we do? First, okay, eat in order. Naririnig nyo to sa internet right now. It's very hyped. Fiber muna, then proteins and fats, and then carbs last, your carbs and sweets. So yes, you can still eat cake, but just don't start with that, right? Next, you want to move lightly. Okay, walk using your legs. Apparently, yung legs natin, they help regulate blood sugar effectively. Who knew, right? Kaya kanina pinatayo ko kayo. I told you that that mattered. Okay? Lastly, rest without guilt. Okay? Ease is not laziness. Ease is actually wisdom and intelligence. As a stroke survivor, apparently, the chance of another stroke happening is 100%. So, I have learned to value my life more than my need to prove my worth. So let me offer to you this perspective and leave you guys with this. Undoing doesn't mean failure. Okay, you may see it as a negative, but to me it's a plus. You cannot be undone if you haven't been done first. Right? Undoing only happens to people who have built something, to people who have loved deeply, and people who have shown up fully. Life is the classroom, yes, but there are no manuals, no, just moments, right? So earlier I did ask you all to stand up, to stretch, to move a little, not because it was a warm up, right? But because sometimes staying alive is that easy. It's that simple. Movement, awareness, and then listening to our body before something breaks. So, if there's one thing to remember, kapag pinilit, mabait. What does that mean? Hindi lahat ng bagay dapat ipilit. Okay? That's why I call this talk a stroke of luck. And not because I had a stroke. Okay? Also, it's because I paused. I listened. I moved when my body asked me to. I was obviously given a second lease on life, and undoing taught me that slowing down isn't losing momentum. It's actually finding your way back. It's regaining direction. And it's how you get to keep going. So hindi ka man 40 right now, you can keep these lessons with you guys. Thank you.